away first. The Knight Marshal gets the attention of the two fighters. Teammates, of course, helping the fighters there. And again, we can see a nice headshot there from the Dutch fighter. Some great aggression shown, however, from this German fighter. Lots of blows being dealt, exposing themselves, however. The German fighter taking advantage of the exposed helmet, and the Dutch fighter has to be so careful. She's giving away far too much. She's got to keep her guard up. She needs to keep that distance. She does have a height advantage there. She's got to use it. She's exposing herself. And the Moldovan is taking advantage of the exposed helmet of the Italian fighter. There's some very, very fast movement now. Again, strikes to the head coming down on the Italian fighter. The Moldovan seems to be in control of this. However, there's a lot of counter-attack going on. Low shots which are coming through. The Moldovan now continuously going for the helm of the Italian fighter, and the Italian fighter really has a lot to do. Is going to struggle to keep up with this one. Quiet moment there, and again, the Moldovan goes for those headshots, slightly lowers it there, but the guard of this Italian is not coming through. There has to be more work done to defend that helmet. Again, a nice shot there from the Italian to the Moldovan's helmet, but one precise shot is not making up for the number of shots that she's taken. Again, the Dutch captain there, and the fight there has been stopped. The first round is over, and they'll go into the sword and buckler, as we have the continuation of the long sword with Italy and Moldova, and that fight too has been stopped. And the marshals confer about that, but for me there can be only one winner from that particular battle. Again, you can see the German working on the exposed area of the Dutch fighter. However, it goes now to the second round. And the Dutch fighter will be looking for a bit of impact there. Will be looking to use a bit of speed. She seems a little bit lethargic. And she's exposing her head. She's slightly leaning forward, which is not really helping her. And you can see there the devoted Moldovan fans, like I said before, have come over in such large numbers. And it's fantastic to see them here. We are coming towards the end of the fights here. In the women's category, we'll be soon moving forward to the polearm category, which was introduced for the first time last year. This year, of course, we have men's and women's categories. And we see now just the final adjustments going to the sword and buckler round for the Italian team there against Moldova. Okay, let's see how the Moldovan deals with this this short sword. Okay, and again, some nice movement there from the Moldovan. Went for the same place every time. Again, a slow coming in there from the Italian, however, quite precise with the blows. And the third part of this bout will come in. Again, a great stance there from the Moldovan. Goes high, then goes low again. Varies her moves a lot more than the Italian does. However, the Italian does get a nice headshot there, does evade some blows very, very well, and that's been stopped. And it goes to the final round. Sword and shield. Again, for me, the Moldovan just showing a little more panache. Finding the exposed areas and going for them every time. You can see some tiredness on the part of the Italian fighter there. However, a very, very experienced fighter, nonetheless. I look forward to seeing what she's got to do in the sword and shield. It's from a previous fight, you can see it's a stronger area of hers.
The next category for our men at the list B. Be ready, the fighters from Moldova.
So, we move now to the final part of the rounds, or the first rounds of the women's duel category, 1 versus 1. And some vital air being given to the Italian fighter there. Again, this German fighter will be looking to capitalize on a nice advantage which was gained in the longsword section. And you can see here again, the Moldovan with a height advantage goes for those legs, but the Italian is well protected, using the shield very, very well. I did say before that she is quite good with the sword and shield. I mean, here we can see the Dutch fighter looking to close in on the German fighter, find exposed areas, but in fact the position of her sword tells me she is slightly more exposed. Again, some caution there from the Italian fighter from the Moldovan, and there's a nice headshot there come from Moldovan, goes straight for the legs. Again, Dutch fighter needs to work on using that shield for greater effect, taking a lot of blows there. And this will prove quite difficult to come back for the Dutch fighter. And again, the Moldovan showing a very, very confident performance here, has to be said. Again, both fighters there getting blows to the head. Some good movement there, and a nice headshot there from the German. You can see them both flagging slightly, tiring slightly, but some nice blows there coming from the Dutch. And again, the Moldovan finding an exposed area. And the fight there has been called. Or has it? Perhaps not. They're moving closely there again. The Italian fighter defending herself very well with the shield, using it to good effect. But still, the Moldovan fighter comes in with good shots, and that has called the fight. So we have the dire moments now of Germany versus Holland, before the winners will be announced, and then we'll move on to the pole arm category.
The victory goes to Moldova, fighter 1.
Moldova wins the battle against Italy.